Oh, yep. What's up, y'all? It's F Merit Pound for Pound Box channel. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment below, share, do all of that. I'm about to do my live stream, you know what I'm saying? I might do two today, I'm not sure. But right now, we're gonna get right to it, man. I don't even care who's listening. I don't care. I'm over here driving, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't got the camera and nothing on. But nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna get right to it. Number one, first of all, salute to Teofimo Lopez defeating Lomachenko last week. The thing I can't stand about boxing, it's like when you beat that guy, here goes the media all in your face asking you even more questions. Who's next? And they brought up Devin Haney. They deserve. Devin Haney deserves that recognition. Uh, he does have the WBC belt. He doesn't have the franchise belt like Teofimo does. And I mean, that's not Teofimo's fault. That's Lomachenko's fault because Lomachenko didn't want to fight Teofimo. So how do you get mad at some people out here mad at Teofimo for having the franchise belt, saying, "Oh, it's not a real belt, bro. That's not his fault." You know that is not his fault. Nonetheless, the man still got a job to do. If you want to call it undisputed, dude, the job ain't finished. You know, so you can't be out here saying, "Oh, I got undisputed," and Devin Haney got the belt. Nah, bro, it don't work like that. You got to fight Devin Haney. That's it. That's how you become undisputed. But nonetheless, me realistically, I see both sides of it. Devin Haney wants that fight. He wants that undisputed chance, and I know he's confident and he thinks he could beat Teofimo. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of people going by the last sparring session and body language and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. That's cool. But remember, sparring is sparring. All I know is Teofimo went out there and handled his business. All right. So you guys got hate. I know you're gonna have, your favorite fighters. A lot of people are emotionally attached to these fighters. Listen, don't get emotionally attached. Trust me, I've been there. You got to really break down and look at these fighters for what they are and what they've done. Look at their resume. Look at the styles of fighters that they're avoiding. You know what I'm saying? Look at the excuses that they make when certain fighters try to ask them to fight certain fighters. Oh, I don't like his style. Oh, he's not big enough. He doesn't sell any tickets. I ain't got time for that shit. Real talk. I ain't got time for none of that. Number one. Number two, I mean, when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, he's got options right now. He can do the Loma rematch, which Loma just had shoulder surgery, and a lot of people saying, "Oh, that's an excuse." I didn't hear Loma making no excuses. When they asked him, "Where do you go after this?" He said, "I go home." That's it. I go home. I figure out what I'm going to do. He already said in the past, "I'm moving down to 130. The only person I would stay at 135 to fight would be Tank Davis." Same thing with Teofimo Lopez. But guess what? Teofimo now, he has options. He can go up to 140. He can get the winner of Josh Taylor and what's his name, Ramirez. I like that. A lot of Devin Haney fans are gonna be mad. They're gonna say, "Oh, he shouldn't go up to 140. He needs to stay at 135 and fight Devin Haney." He that's number one. MMA champ, the GOAT, DHP. What's up, man? Salute to you. But bottom line, Teofimo can do whatever he wants to do. Real talk. He handled his business. He beat Lomachenko. He should be in everybody's pound for pound list right now. All the accolades that Lomachenko got, all the praise, Teofimo should get that same praise. He the king of 135. And no matter who he fight at 135, hell, at 140, he the A side. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You see the monster ratings that they did on ESPN? Oh, hey, shout out to ESPN. This business. But bottom line, Lomachenko had shoulder surgery. He didn't use it as an excuse. His fans are using it as an excuse. A lot of people saying it was a close fight. Hey, it was a close fight, but guess what? 12th round, 11th round. Dog, you made the fight much more difficult than you had to, Lomachenko, because you started. I'm not giving him a rematch. I'm the king now. I ain't mad at you. You do what you do, young man. You handled your business. You the king. 135, you the man. I ain't got no problem with him saying that. Nobody should have no problem with him saying it. Because guess what? If the tables would turn, if Tank would have beat Lomachenko, he would have wanted all the praise. If Devin Haney would have beat Lomachenko, they would have wanted all the praise. So let's keep that same energy for Teofimo. Real talk. Let's keep that same energy for him. That man did it. You can say, oh, it was close. Bottom line, he got the W. I don't care about how you feel. I don't care about, oh, well, it wasn't that. He won. I don't care. They sound like you're making excuses. All right? When it comes to Lomachenko, you go back down to 130. That's it. You go back down to 130. You try to collect a couple belts, and then you and Shakur Stevenson probably going to be clashing. You know what I'm saying? If that fight happens early, you might be able to get Shakur. If it happens later, Shakur going to get you. That's it. That's all I'm calling it, because you getting better and better, and he's new to 130, so he's gonna be better acclimated for 130. But I'm gonna say this: if Teofimo go to 140, if he doesn't do the rematch with Loma, I'm okay with it. If he doesn't do the fight with Devin Haney, and he chooses to go to 140 to fight for undisputed, you know what I'm saying? For the winner of Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor. And I'm just saying, hypothetically, if the winner of that, if they decide to stay at 140 for one more fight, because obviously the whole plan for 140 was for them to do undisputed and then move up to fight Terrance Crawford. All right, that's number one. So if they decide to stay for one more fight, and then they end up staying for Teofimo Lopez, yes, it makes sense. It makes sense for Teofimo Lopez to go ahead and let's just call it undisputed at 135, and then you move up to 140 and you get it undisputed. Yes, you do that. Would I like to see him fight Devin Haney? Yeah. But if it doesn't happen, am I going to lose sleep about it? No. It is what it is. It looks like Devin Haney is being frozen out. It looks like what Bob Arum told Devin Haney, you signed with the wrong promoter. That's what it looked like. Because it seemed like Devin Haney is not getting nothing. Nothing. You're having, the zone probably ain't going to have you let you fight Ryan Garcia. Okay, that's number one. Supposedly Tank and him got an agreement, fight next, whatever. I don't believe it till I see it, whatever. Ryan Garcia's having problems with the zones and Golden Boy. Okay. Who else you got to pick from? You wanted the Gary Russell fight. You wanted Gary Russell. Javier Fortuna, that fell out some kind of way. I think the Lars would have been a good fight for you. So you about to fight Gamboa, which a lot of people say, I'm not really happy about it. You can look at it both ways. I'm not really, but hey, that's the biggest fight on his resume. I mean, the biggest fight that he will have on his resume. All right, Gamboa was coming off of Achilles injury with Tank Davis. At the same time, a lot of people forget Devin Haney's coming off of shoulder surgery. You know what I'm saying? So both of these fighters, this is a big fight for them. How do I see it going? I see Devin Haney knocking out Gamboa and probably the goal for Devin Haney for him to look spectacular, outdo Tank. I get it. At the same time, I don't like it because I don't want this whole common opponent theory. I want these guys to fight. You got a lot of fresh faces at 130, 135. Fight. Teofimo is the king right now. So like I was saying, Devin Haney looks like he's being frozen out. He's not getting the big fights he wants. He couldn't even get Gary Russell at 1.5. And as much as a lot of people were sitting there trying to, make that fight on social media and on YouTube and stuff, I mean, I liked it. I mean, realistically, I liked the build-up to it. I liked the trash talking and stuff. But I didn't like the fight. And then a lot of people saying, oh, Gary Russell's ducking. Okay. The man, do y'all forget that Gary Russell was coming up 2 weight classes to fight this man? Like, to me, that's like the same thing with Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence. I don't give Errol Spence no credit for that. I don't give Lomachenko no credit for beating up Rigondeaux. I don't. The man came up with 2 weight classes because he couldn't get a fight at his weight class. That's sad. You feel what I'm saying? But nonetheless, it's not Devin Haney's fault. Devin Haney, we going with Gamboa. So in return, after Teofimo beat Loma, Devin Haney's name is thrown out there. Devin Haney wants Teofimo. That's a chance to get belts, and he knows he could beat him. Do it. If you can get it done. Maybe you did sign with the wrong promoter, Devin Haney. I like you as a fighter. I think you're a polished fighter, and you're the future. But it seems like they don't want to have the future be now. That's what it seems like with all these promoters. It seems like they don't want the future to be now for you. I feel like Bob Arum really didn't want to make the Teofimo Lomachenko fight, honestly, because he wanted to protect Lomachenko. He didn't really know, he didn't really know what starter he had in Teofimo. That man talks so much noise. I don't really want to curse. He talks so much noise and he backs it up. I like him. I like Teofimo. The man can fight. Does he need to change some things? Yes, he needs to change some things. Maybe does he need a new trainer just to get a different look? Maybe. 140 is a different ballgame from 135, buddy. Especially you trying to go up there and fight Jose Ramirez or Josh Taylor. I'm going to say this. If you fight Jose Ramirez, you need to just learn how to deal with this pressure. That's it. Other than that, you can get him. But Josh Taylor, I don't know, man. That's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. So 140, if you go at 140 and get undisputed, I'm all for it. Go do it, young man. Be great. And realistically, he's a Hall of Famer already. So why would you not want to do that if I'm Teofimo Lopez? Why would I sit here and try to go backwards and fight Devin Haney, and it's not going to benefit me? Real talk. If he fights Tank, that benefits him as well. It's not even about the belt. Tank got a whole new, you know what I'm saying? You can tap into a whole new fans. You know, Fox, all that stuff, man. Was it Showtime? Showtime, yeah, Showtime, whatever. But Tank's be doing numbers. Tank's had the arena sold out. Did it in Baltimore and Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Teofimo, go ahead and get that too. But we move on. I don't know what he's going to do. I think, obviously Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez are going to be fighting in January for Undisputed for 140. So we'll see what happens with that. Devin Haney needs to look good and then try to look good against Gamboa and then put pressure on Teofimo. I'm talking about every day, social media. Whenever he does anything, pull up on him in his hood. Just go straight Clubber Lang, Shannon Briggs, Klitschko style. Real talk. Just pull up on him. He's in the swimming pool, you jump in the swimming pool. He in a restaurant eating, you pull up in that restaurant. He with a chick, you pulling up with a friend. Like, you got to troll this man. You got to make him mad. Real talk. But we move on. Errol Spence is getting ready for Danny Garcia. I didn't see or hear him rumored that he's saying that he wants to fight Canelo, obviously in Texas or whatever. He fill out, Dallas Stadium. That's cool. But buddy, you got your own situation. You got business to handle 47 first. You got Terrance Bud Crawford problems. So don't worry about Canelo. And especially you talking about fighting at 160. We know Canelo can't make 160 anymore. Canelo fights at 168. All right? And not to mention, that fight ain't going to happen no time soon because Canelo got legal problems with his own. So why are you talking about Canelo? Obviously, it's a clout chase. A lot of people are trying to be, he said he would do this. Yeah, I don't care what certain people say. Understand, this man has a fight coming up. He's going to be name dropping and clout chasing and trolling and stuff. Now, I'm sure he would be interested. The zone off from that bag, great. But don't forget, Al Haymon got to sign off on it. Al Haymon ain't going to let that happen. Al Haymon does not. And Canelo, I'm going to say this right now. Canelo destroys Errol Spence in 8 rounds, easily. Destroys him. And like I said before, Terrance Crawford is your problem. Danny Garcia, the guy that's right in front of you right now, is your problem. Don't forget the rumblings of Keith Thurman coming out and talking noise. You know what I'm saying? He wants that fight. And if we can't get Errol Spence, Terrance Crawford, that's the second best fight on PBC. And see, I think there's been rumors of Terrance Crawford possibly coming over to PBC. Bob Arum was asked about that. He said, yeah, it might happen. And I think he was dead serious. I think he knows that, hey, we can't do anything for him over here. All the fighters are over there. So I'm hoping that him and Al Haymon sat down and was like, listen, if you can just pay him, you know what I'm saying, his salary or whatever like that, I get my cut of that, and we can see what happens. We can make something happen. You know what I'm saying? But this is my thing. Now, if Errol Spence and Terrance Crawford are on the same side of the street, I don't want no excuses. Nobody coming up, fight that guy. No. I came to fight Errol Spence. That's who I want to fight. I didn't come to PBC to fight Sean Porter, because notice how Sean Porter kind of been quiet. I know he's doing his podcast stuff, but I'm saying as far as mentioning Terrance Crawford and stuff like that, I don't want to hear it. Terrance Crawford got a fight with Kell Brook. Hopefully it's his last fight on Top Rank. He can go to PBC and he can get some fights. Terrance Crawford is getting older. We ain't got time for this. And it look like they're trying to age him out. So guess what? We're going to cut that whole side of the street theory. We're going to get that thing up out of here. All right? That's number one. We're going to get the whole side of the street with Errol Spence and Terrance Crawford up out of there. So hopefully if Terrance Crawford signs with PBC, don't you throw nobody at him but Errol Spence. That's the fight everybody wants. That's a mega fight. We can put that, hell, put it at Dallas Stadium, put it in Atlanta, put it in Vegas, put it wherever you want to put it. Bottom line is, don't make no excuses, Errol Spence. Don't make no excuses. First it was, oh, Sean Porter got a belt too. Then it was, oh, well, he on the wrong side of the street. Bob won't give him to me. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear none of that. And that was in no particular order. I don't want to hear none of that. Fight Terrance Crawford. That's it. Sean Porter, sit out somewhere. Keith Thurman, if that fight don't happen with Terrance Crawford, Keith Thurman be on standby. Hopefully you make it through whatever fight you supposed to have, your little tune-up. And I'm a Keith Thurman fan. But damn it, you breaking down, bro. You got to make a decision and try to stay healthy and stay focused. You know what I'm saying? It's just getting ridiculous, bro. Y'all see Errol Spence keep calling out Canelo. Canelo is Maul's problem. That's who your boy Maul, Jamal Charlo wants that smoke. That's his issue. That's who he wants. That's the guy that Canelo gave up the WBC belt not to fight. That's his business. You stay at 147. Maybe if you decide to go to 154, worry about that. You know what I'm saying? But don't worry about what they got going on with Canelo. Not to mention he ain't getting off the zone because he's tied up in legal issues and stuff as well. You know what I'm saying? And we shall move on. Kell Brook, Terrance Crawford. When did that happen? Was it November? Something like that? Whatever. Happened in November. Hey, salute to both those fighters. I am going to go on record, and I've said it before in all my videos. I'm picking Kell Brook. I know everybody going to be, what? I mean, you crazy? Yeah, I know. Listen, I just have an issue with this. It's the same Kell Brook that beat Sean Porter first and easier than everybody else. Number one. Number two, if Kell Brook comes into camp healthy, meaning he makes weight comfortably, meaning his eyes hold up, he's going to be the biggest and best name on Terrance Crawford's resume. I think he's focused. I think he's going to be ready. I've stood next to this man. He's a big welterweight. I've stood next to Bud as well. Bud is big. Like a lot of people, he's not that big. He's too small. All right. I've seen Spence from a distance, so he's big too, but I mean, I don't know. We're going to see. I like the fight. At first when they announced it, I'm like, But like I said, if Kell Brook comes in healthy, eyes healthy, he's focused, weight, which it's sad at the fact that we even got to talk about that. Like, if he comes in healthy and focused, man, you a fighter. You should be coming in focused. But bottom line is, if he comes in like that, he might make that fight real ugly for Bud. He might. And I think that's something that Bud needs. Because, see, Bud's kind of been in a little bit of decline. Nobody wants to really talk about it. Last fight with Green Machine, he got dropped. I don't care what the ref said. He got dropped. That's number one. Number two, Kell Brook is big, man. Don't act like Kell Brook wasn't giving Spence a run for his money until he just, he couldn't keep up the pace and then his eyes were messed up. Don't act like that wasn't a fight in there. You know what I'm saying? Let's put a little bit more respect on Kell Brook's name. Real talk. That's number one. Number two, I just don't know, man. I think maybe Terrance Crawford might. I know he says he's not overlooking his opponent, but you got all these things going on. You trying to, and supposedly he had the Pacquiao fight. Let me say this. Bob Arum said he had the Pacquiao fight. He could not close the deal because the country they wanted to put it in with the whole COVID restrictions and stuff, they couldn't do it. So, hey, that's not his fault. That is the second time that I couldn't get a Pacquiao fight. I think that's probably what his main issue is. Like, damn, I can't. This is the second time you stopped the first Pacquiao fight. Talking to Bob Arum, you stopped the first fight with Pacquiao, and now I can't get the fight again. This would have had me unified. This would have actually sped up the undisputed process. Now rumors of Mikey Garcia might get the Pacquiao fight. Oh God! And watch Mikey Garcia beat Pacquiao too, and take the belt and hold it for ransom, and stop undisputed. Man. All I'm saying is this. Terrance Bud Crawford, be on your A game. Don't overlook Kell Brook. Stay focused. Don't worry about all the, possibly you coming to beat PBC situations. Don't worry about that. Focus on Kell Brook. Don't get caught. Don't let him do what he wants to do and imply his game plan on you. That's it. Kell Brook, make it an ugly fight. Rough him up, make it an ugly fight. That's the best you can do. That's the best advice I can give for you. Come in, focus, stay healthy. I don't even know. I think he's gonna have a new trainer for that too, because I think his trainer's not even gonna be his usual trainer. Not even gonna be going with him. So hey, you gonna have a whole new situation, but you got to stay focused. You know what to do. You a champion. You're a former champion. But moving on, Floyd Mayweather and his recent comments. They're doing press for Gervonta Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz. That fight on Showtime, I believe. Next week, Halloween night, man. Check it out. Hit that pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Order that. Support that. I'm not ordering it because I just know what's going to happen. Leo getting stretched in like 4 rounds. Real talk. And it is, if it happens, cool. I don't like the way how he's talking. Oh, I've been sparring bigger guys, and I hope I can take Tank's power. I don't want to hear that. That's not something I want to hear. I want to hear you be like, oh, I'm gonna do this and do that. You're supposed to be confident. I don't hear no confidence in this man. I know he probably does have it, but it sounds like he ain't no killer to me, man. He's too nice of a guy. Like, it's ridiculous. I can't. And then on top of that, you look at his track record. Who was the last person he done stopped? Just somebody Google that for me. Box rec that for me. Who was the last person Leo Santa Cruz stopped? Every time I see him, he's going in 12-round slap fest. Every time I see him, it is 12 rounds of the same round. You know how depressing that is? You know how depressing that is to watch a Leo Santa Cruz fight for me? You might as well just have a pillow and take a nap. You might as well just draw a circle on a piece of paper with a pencil and just drop it. Just drop the pencil from the top. That's it. Just drop it. It's so boring to me, bro. Like, it's just 12 rounds of slapping the same round over and over and over again. It's ridiculous, bro. I'm not about to sit here and watch that. I'm not. Tank, hope you knock him out. Get him up out of there. But then, what's next for Tank? Ryan Garcia? If that happens, I doubt that happens. I doubt the zone feeds Ryan Garcia to Tank Davis. I doubt it, honestly. If it happens, whatever. I don't care. If it doesn't, whatever. Once again, I don't care. I don't care. But Floyd Mayweather, he was doing press. Like I was saying, talking to the reporters and stuff, talking about all the sanctioning bodies, all the promoters and stuff. It's too many belts in the sport of boxing. Do I agree with him? Absolutely. Keep that same energy with your own fighters, though, because I know a lot of your fighters, they all got interim belts. You know what I'm saying? You got WBA regular belts. Dog, y'all ain't real champions. I will always say this. Just because you got a belt don't make you a champion. Have you unified? You know what I'm saying? Are you trying to unify? Have you fought the man? Are you the man in the division? That's the problem. Everybody got a belt. Ain't nobody got no type of body of work. Everybody just think, oh, I'm a champion. I'm a world champion. You're not. You're not. You didn't beat nobody. You're not fighting nobody. You don't want to fight nobody. They protecting you. That's how I'm looking at a lot of these fighters, man. But these sanctioning bodies, like Floyd said, it's all about the money. Absolutely. They get a percentage of it. They get like, what, 2-3% of that? Yeah. They want to keep these belts rolling in. WBC trying to create a light heavy, super junior heavyweight, some whatever stupid crap. They throwing franchise belts in there. Too many belts. I want 1 belt per division, bruh. I'm okay with 2 belts. Give me 2 belts per division. I'm fine with that. 4 belts, that's ridiculous, bro. Because the reason why I say 2 belts now, I really think about it, these fighters only fight probably once or twice a year. So you got everybody trying to move, and it's like, let me try to get the champion. They can't get the champion because this guy's already fought this year. Now I got to wait all next year and hope he picks me. These unnecessary mandatories that they be doing, these guys just moving up and down the ranking system. Guys will lose 2 times in a row and still be in front of an undefeated fighter. It's ridiculous, bro. Bottom line, like I said, I agree with Floyd Mayweather. Get these sanctioning bodies up out of here with all these belts, bro. You're killing the sport. And I think he's saying it because he knows Dana White is coming to boxing with Zuffa boxing. Floyd Mayweather knows Dana White is coming with Zuffa boxing. I don't know if he's going to just do his own thing, kind of like how UFC's doing, how they have like their own, network of boxing, and they have their own titles and stuff and keep everything in house. Because there were rumors that PBC was going to start their own belts and stuff like that, and that really makes a lot of sense. You guys want to do in-house fights anyway, you might as well. I mean, nobody knows the difference anyway. All these casuals they just see somebody with a belt. They don't know who the champ is. They think that's the champ because he got a belt. But if you will have a PBC belt, do it. Do it. You can set the rules and do what you want to do. But I think it's too many politics. It's too much that goes into that. That's not gonna work out. But like I said, man, I agree with Floyd Mayweather. Yes, get these belts up out of here. Killing the sport, straight up. Not good for the sport. We don't need it. It's disrespectful. What else we got? Like I said, Dana White coming with Zuffa Boxing. Y'all better be on the lookout. He says he's gonna be making an announcement very soon. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna have his own, own little roster of fighters. He might take some UFC fighters and put them in boxing. A lot of them rather box than do MMA anyway. You know. But anyway, you guys hit the like button. It's just my thoughts on all of this stuff, man. Hit the like button. Comment below, subscribe to the channel, man. Let me know how you guys feel. Just, bottom line, support who supports you, man. It's your host, F. Merritt, Pound for Pound Box Channel. I'm out.